about cooking, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno.
Welcome to Real Talk with Juan de Dios. Right here on this channel, Juan de Dios en la Tierra, nature, culture, and people. Today I have the honor to interview my own nephew, Adrian Collado, a young man who started playing basketball in his backyard and then reached millions of people on social media through his humor and creativity. Today we're going to talk about his beginnings, challenges, viral characters, and how does he stay motivated to keep creating content. You don't want to miss it. This is the story of an authentic creator through his own words. Adrian, thank you for being here with me, for taking the time to come to our channel, Juan de Dios en la Tierra, in the podcast, Real Talk with Juan de Dios.
Yeah, of course, and thank you for that intro, because that was a really cool intro. You made me sound very much cooler than I think I am, so thank you for that. That was good. That was a good interview.
I think a lot of people would say you're pretty cool. You have done things that are amazing. And tell me, you began in TikTok, right? The first platform that you started was TikTok?
So I'll tell you what, technically with the channel that I have now, the Collado TV channel, I did start on TikTok. But I started way back when I was like 8, 9 years old with like Beyblade content. So a lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
My love for content started with Beyblades, and I used to like do Beyblade battles by myself. And I just had an iPad that I put on my counter, and I just played like with Beyblades. But yeah, as for my Collado TV channel, I started off on TikTok with this video that I had where, you know how in the Dominican Republic, or as a Dominican, our families send a lot of clothes to the families in DR that are in need. So there was this one day, Maciel, my cousin, and my mom were gonna send clothes to DR, and I saw this big box in the room. So I was like, wait, this is really relatable. I could do something that could reach out to a lot of people. And that's the thing with content. You got to do stuff that's relatable to people so that they stay, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's something they know, that they, you know, that they're familiar with. So this first video, I just got my iPhone, got my cousin Jelly, and made a little joke about how we don't want to give our clothes out, or how our parents kind of steal our clothes without us telling us.
To ship it over.
Yeah, exactly. So we made a little joke about that, and my first video got like 200K views. And
wow, first video
ever on TikTok got 200K views, and that's, ever since then I was like, you know what, this is something I want to do and I want to try, because if I could do this off the first one, who knows what I could do if I just keep on going.
Was that I asked you for a video that kind of you did good with it, it went viral. Is that one of the videos you sent me that we're going to show to the audience so they get an idea?
Yeah, that was the first video ever, yeah. Caja season, that's what I called it.
Okay, so why don't we show it? There we go, and we'll be right back.
Ya voy, mami, espérate. Diablo, ya llegó la caja. Tengo que esconder mi vaina. Esta caja está grandísima. Tengo que esconder mi ropa ahora mismo. Perfecto, vamos a ver. Diablo, tengo que ir rápido, yo.
So this is your 100K play button. How did you feel when you got this?
I can't even lie to you, like I almost cried when I first saw it, because it was something that I always wanted to accomplish, you know? And just seeing the fact that our last name, my last name, is on this plaque, on this YouTube plaque, that's what really filled me with joy, because I'm not only representing myself when I'm doing these videos, I'm representing my family. A big reason why I chose the name Collado TV is because I know my family has a lot of talent that unfortunately they weren't able to show to the world because they didn't have the opportunity to. So that was a big reason why I chose this name, and getting this plaque and being able to show everybody what the Collado family is and what we could do or what we could show, and just a love that we can spread out to people. That all in one, when I got this plaque, that's what I felt like, just joy, excitement, and just, I felt almost like invincible in a way, because I'm like, damn, if I could do this, I could do whatever. Like,
And you haven't even seen a lot of the old videos from the 1980s that your father was part of doing dramas in the countryside in the Dominican Republic. I don't know if you got to see some of them or...
I saw a couple of them, but I don't recall. All I know is that a lot of musicians, a lot of artists, and that's a lot of creativity. I mean, you yourself, like you have your own channel that you're doing. You're exploring the world. My father, instrument, Joselito, he sings.
I have no music talent.
And then, you know, it's just like, it's all that. Like, everybody got their own thing. So, Argenis, my cousin Argenis, he's an artist too. So, like, I just want to show people that we got a lot of talent, you know?
Yeah, I know. I definitely see where you got that from because my brother, Juan Jose, I'm Juan de Dios, he had a lot of talents from very young age. You know, they won actually a contest in the Dominican Republic with the choirs that won a national contest with 81 choirs. And Rincon de Piedras, being a small town, they actually won first place in 1981, 1983. And that was a big deal for a small town in the Dominican Republic. So now people understand where you get this from.
Right, yeah.
So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then we're gonna move on to something else much bigger than that. So this is your 1 million subscriber plaque. What did this mean to you? And I let you handle it.
It's a little heavy, you know.
That's heavy. That means money, right?
Yeah, it means money, gold. Yeah, that's what it is. Man, when I first got this, I can't. How do I explain it? It's a weird thing to explain. Damn.
But what? So you were expecting it. So YouTube told you you're getting that plaque or the play button for 1 million subscriber. You were expecting it, or did they just send it to you?
Yeah. So what YouTube does is they send you an email once you reach a milestone, and what they do is, like, nobody else can get your own plaque. Is they send you a special code that only you have, for you to submit on their website, and then that's when they send it out. But even when I did that, when I filled out the code and everything, it didn't feel real. I'm like, oh, I got 1 million subscribers. Even just like looking at it, you don't. Even not today, like, I don't understand how I got this much people. Millions of people follow me to watch my content, you know?
And not only on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. You're over 1 million on TikTok also, right?
TikTok, I got 2.3 million followers.
Wow.
Instagram, I got 752,000 last time I checked. And then YouTube is at around 1.6 million. So, yeah,
and you started much later on YouTube, because I remember there was some stuff going on with conflict with TikTok, whether they're gonna shut it down or not. I remember talking to you. I say, you better do YouTube too, because what if they shut down TikTok?
It's funny you say that too, because after that I'm like, yeah, you know, but you're right. Let me start posting all the content that I have on TikTok on YouTube, because you never know if it's gonna blow up. I don't know why I never did that at all, knowing that I've always wanted to be a YouTuber and I've always wanted to do content, because I always grew up watching videos, you know. So I never knew why I didn't post on YouTube along with TikTok.
You were telling me that the YouTube algorithm was just very tough, that you didn't quite get it at the time, but I guess it was about posting a lot, right?
Exactly. It's about being consistent. And since I cracked TikTok so fast, I got kind of demotivated with YouTube, because even after posting so much, it took so long for that one video to blow. But once that first video blew up on YouTube, like, everything else started coming behind it. Because now just your name, your video is in the algorithm, and people, once they click one video, that's when they click the other one, the past one, the one before that. And everything started growing at the same exact time. I literally went from 1,000 subscribers to like 20 or 30K within a couple days.
Wow. I think that happened with other YouTubers too. So it's like, actually there's a guy named Peter Santanello that he was doing it for like 8-10 years and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, like in 6 months, he was up from almost nothing to 600,000 subs. And then now he's like 3-4 million.
Yeah.
So just to finish up, and I had this out of order, but just to finish up with, we were talking about different platforms. Which one is the most challenging? do you feel to actually go viral, to make videos go viral? Or is it same? Because some other YouTubers say that different shorts, some of the same short did not do the same as it did in different platforms. Did you find that out too?
Honestly, even today, I don't know what works and what doesn't. All I know is I post what I like, I post what I enjoy, and I post the content that I know I'm excited about making.
Authentic.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything else, I don't really care. I don't care about the views. I don't care about, you know, the comments that I get. I just know that this is what I enjoy. This is my passion, and whatever comes after is great. If I get 1 million views on a video, awesome. If not, I'm still me. I'm still Adrian Collado. I'm still that kid from back then that used to play with Beyblades, play basketball every day in the backyard, you know. So that doesn't affect me. But yeah, I find that it's pretty random. It's pretty random. I could have a video I post on TikTok go for 4 million views. Instagram, it might only do 10K views. YouTube, it might do 50 or 200K views. I just don't know.
It's random.
Yeah. I don't really think about it too much.
And have you ever had the experience that I had? That sometimes you have one video that you enjoy making so much and you really think it's gonna do well, and it just doesn't?
I've had my disappointments. Yeah, I've had my... Listen, when I first started, for sure, because I was very, like, insecure about it when I first started. Like, now I'm good. I don't really care about the views that I get, but at first I let it really affect my mood. Like, let's say I put in 10 hours of work on a video. I wrote out the script. I edited it. You know, I thought about everything, whatever. I recorded it on my own, because everything I do is on my own, just a tripod. So there's been times where I put 10 hours into a video and it gets only like 10,000 views. And I'm like, damn, I feel like I wasted my time, because I just posted a video last week that took 20 minutes and it got 30 million views, and I'm like, what is going on? You know,
30 million views? When when did it take? I'm pretty sure you have been approached by somebody famous, somebody who made it, whether it's movies or sports. Mm-hmm. You have been approached by somebody like that. At what point did that happen, if it did? And by whom?
I honestly, like, as far as celebrities, I haven't really had anybody reach out to me.
Okay.
I've had companies reach out. I've had like NBA teams, like the Chicago Bulls, reach out to me and fly me out.
The Chicago Bulls?
Yeah, my favorite team, like, of all time, and a team that I've always wanted to play for as a kid, because as a kid, my first dream was becoming an NBA player, but, you know, like, it wasn't going to work out being at my height at 5'3".
I was going to ask you about that. I don't know if it's okay to ask you, you had some struggles when you were young kids. Do you feel comfortable talking about it?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a great story for young men to know what you went through, because I remember you used to practice basketball. That was the love for you, right?
That was my whole life. Basketball was my whole life, from middle school up until college. Like, that's all I did. That's all I thought about. I mean, I still think about it all the time, but, like...
That shows in your video.
Yeah, you know? And I'm glad, I hope that's the case, but, it was my whole entire life, because I really thought that I was going to make it. I had that delusion that, this 5'3" kid Hispanic from the Dominican Republic is gonna make a league where it's a league of giants, So but that was just me. Like, I thought I could do anything. It's always a mindset I had. I was a big dreamer.
But you had health issues, and you still overcame that. Can you tell me a little bit of that? Just because it's important for people to know that, So, like, if you don't mind me asking that. Just because I know how important it could be for somebody who's watching.
Yeah. So growing up, I was always the shortest kid in class. No matter what grade I was in, I was always the shortest. And I used to get picked on because of that. Kids could be mean.
Yeah.
They make fun of you for things that you can't control, and that was the case for me. I was the little kid. I was a kid that was pushed around. I was picked on. Or I was picked last for everything. I was just looked over, and it's something that affected me for my entire life, because I thought something was wrong with me because I was short, because people made fun of me for it. And I used to cry to my mom about it, like, Mom, like, these kids are bullying me, these kids are bullying me because of my height, like, what can I do? Like, and it got to the point where my mom had to go to the elementary school, talk to the principals, like, can you do something about this? Like, these kids are picking on my son. He's coming home crying. He's saying that they're bullying him, picking him up, pushing him around. just because he's short.
Why are kids so evil?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on with that, you know?
No, because, you know, something, you know, I'm pretty sure that was hard for your mom because it happened to my son at one point in school. There was this kid that kept bullying him in the bus, at school, and something happened. You know, my son beat him at one point. I guess he couldn't take it anymore. He beat him pretty hard, and he got reported for that. But I wish he would have punched him instead. But at least he was fighting. But then it happened again. Like they even the same kid actually broke his glasses, and I went to the school principal and I said, you know, I'm warning you. I'm telling my son, anything like that happens again, I'm telling him to aim for the nose and punch the kid's nose. I don't care if he gets hurt or not. He needs to. That's gonna happen if you don't do anything about it. So I know it's pretty frustrating. I'm pretty sure for your parents when that happened, and for you. I mean, because it's not something you could do anything about.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I went to my mom about it. Like, can we fix this? I want to grow. I want to get taller. So like she did get help. We got doctors, you know, to give me hormones. Like, I got shots every single day. For
how long?
From grade 5 to, honestly, I don't even remember the age. I would have to ask my parents, but because it was so long ago. But I know it was during my elementary years and my middle school years. I used to get a shot every single day. One arm, leg, arm, and it alternated. So one day was arm, one day leg, whatever. That's how bad it got for me, that I needed to do that. And damn,
some of the toughest time of your life, right?
yeah, because it really shaped the person I am.
But I hope you keep it humble.
Yeah,
You know, that you keep your humility from now on, that background, you know. And maybe this is a good story for, you know, for kids, you know. Stop being a bully.
yeah.
Stop being a bully. You just, something wrong, you know. Like sometimes the kids that are bullied, a lot of times there's a lot of things wrong in their family, because that actually was something happening in the case of my son. It seems like that kid was being abused or something in the family. So I don't remember exactly what happened, but you know, there was something going on. So sometimes bully, they just sharing what they themselves are experiencing or going through in their family.
And that's why, like, I don't hate anybody that did bully me, because that's not their fault. You know, that's just part of school culture, you know. But I'm actually grateful that it did happen, because of that, it made me the person I am.
Right.
It showed me that I can't treat people the way I don't want anybody to feel the way that I felt. So that's why today, like, I try to spread love as much as I can. I try to spread positivity as much as I can, because of that. Because I don't want anybody to feel the way I felt when I was growing up. So that's why I try so hard. I make these videos so lighthearted. I try to, you know, post as often as I can, because I know there's kids out there that might need it. That one video, I've had people send me messages on Instagram, comments on YouTube saying that my videos helped them out of depression, out of, like, you know, a bad situation, like a bad deep time. And I'm like, damn, my videos did that.
And if they only knew your background too, you know, so it's important. It's important to remember that, and who knows where you'll be in 5 years. And talking about that, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Honestly, I don't look too far ahead into the future, to be honest. I take everything day by day, because, you know, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Yeah, God is the only one that knows if I'm gonna have tomorrow. So why am I worried about tomorrow? Let me enjoy today the most that I can. Be as present as I can with the people that I love, and just do the best today. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, you know. But
do you see yourself doing off YouTube stuff, Broadway or anything like that, or stand-up comedy, anything like that?
shoot, I think I'm gonna stick as a skit creator, cause honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm a pretty anxious person. Like, it's kind of ironic that I do social media, and I'm a socially anxious person. So for that, like, I like staying behind the camera. I like having my jokes all set up, Because when it comes to like standing in front of people, that's hard. Like, I have a lot of respect for comedians like Kevin Hart, and you got other people that are standing in front of millions of people, and if a joke flops, they have to stand there in front of everybody and take that embarrassment. I'm good. Like, I'm behind the screen. If a video does bad or if like a joke doesn't land, I don't know that, so I'm chilling. You know. So yeah, I think I'd rather just be a skit creator. I mean, maybe one day. I don't know. Like, I can't say never, but you know, if the time comes, if I feel right, I think maybe one day.
Have you done collaboration with other YouTubers on similar subjects, comedies, shorts?
I've had one collaboration with this one creator called Ant1 I Promo. He's like a street ball type of guy. He does street ball videos at the park. And what we did is we just went to a park, we recorded a skit, and had a little game of 21, and we posted it. Yeah, oh yeah, on my YouTube shorts, I'm usually the one that gets beat. Like,
oh really?
It's me against me. Like, all the time. You know. So no, but yeah.
Did you ever watch the Monkey King?
Mm-mm.
He had a cloud that he used to fly. He was able to fly. Chinese flicks.
Wukong?
What? Well, anyway, in the Dominican Republic, we used to watch the original a lot, and it was, you know, he used to call the cloud. The cloud would come and pick him up. I might borrow that cloud from him and see if I can beat you. So, like, how do you protect your channels? That's one question that I had too, because in my case, my channel got hacked a few years ago, and it's like only last year did it start making movement again. But it's really hard because, you know, I have a family, and my type of videos is more about traveling, and that's why I'm kind of doing this type of videos too, because at least I can do it here in my house.
Exactly, yeah.
And traveling is pretty hard, very expensive. And then when the channel got hacked, how do you protect yourself? You use the two identity checks and stuff like that?
Yeah, I use the two-way authentication system. So, like, you know, if anybody tries to like get into my account, I'll get a text right away or an email saying that, oh, this device from so-and-so part of the world is trying to get into your account. But yeah, I mean, like, if I lose what I got, or if I lose my channel, like, it will hurt, right? But just knowing that I've already had this impact on people, I've already had like all this reach out. Like, I feel so satisfied with what I've done.
But you still need to make a living.
Yeah, I do. But like, it's never for me. It's never been about the money. Like, it's a big plus. Don't get me wrong. Like, the money's good. Like, listen, but
it's a big plus because otherwise you can't really dedicate so much time to it.
Yeah.
So what gave you the idea to? I guess it was since your family had it in their DNA, your father especially, my brother Juan, about comedy and talents with music. It was normal. It was a normal transition for you to get them involved because a lot of your videos we see your mom, and you actually had one of your characters that went viral is mom, right?
Yeah. So
you playing mom.
Yeah, it's like I said my first video that ever blew up was about caja season and how Dominican families send clothes out to people in need back home. It was relatable. So I look back and I'm like, wait, if something that's relatable is doing this much views, why don't I keep on doing it? So I just thought about, oh, what happened to me on my everyday life that other people may have gone through. So I just thought about my mom. I'm like, wait, my mom was mad funny growing up. Like, she used to do a lot of like crazy funny stuff.
Chancleta?
La chancleta, you know, like
every Dominican knows about the chancleta.
Exactly.
That's the first drone I heard. I saw something on YouTube. Says that was the first drone, the Dominican chancleta.
I swear they don't miss. They never miss the chancleta throw. It's like they got aimbot on that thing or something. But yeah, I just thought about like what else could I show or relate to people, you know, through Hispanic content. So I just thought about my mom, all the things she used to do, and I just replicated that, you know.
Did she ever spank you with a chancleta?
Honestly, like never. It was just a thing that
maybe you saw other people get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a stereotype that I followed, you know. But yeah, I just like I kind of the tubi that my mom used to wear. You know, my mom wears a tubi, or like Dominicans wear tubis after they do their hair. So I took the tubi from her. Short shorts, a little tank top.
You have enough hair for that.
Yeah, now I do. Back then I didn't, but yeah.
And how do they enjoy doing the videos with you?
So my mom is mad funny. So she says that she doesn't like recording, that she doesn't like. Oh, she hates being in front of the camera. But while she's recording, she's having the greatest time like ever. And we're laughing on and off the camera. It takes about a video that should take about 30 minutes. Takes like 3 hours with my mom because we're just cracking up all the time while we're recording.
But she used to do drama too in the Dominican Republic. You know, when they do Father's Day, Mother's Day. She used to do that, so she has some experience.
She has some experience. That's why I guess that's why it comes so natural to her, you know, when she does do it. But it's always a good time recording with my mom, and I wish my dad, you know, would be more open to it. But like, you know, he likes staying behind the scenes, which you know I respect.
He's older now. He's not young like me. Do you feel that your content has changed over the years since you started? And just to go back a little bit, you started when? What year?
So I started TikTok like around 2020.
Pandemic.
Yes. Very bored, stuck in my room. I was in Zoom University. Like, school was not school. I just had to find something to fill my time with during that time. So I said, well, you know what? I've always wanted to make videos. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So like, why not now? I got all this time on my hands.
That was great timing though, because then everybody was at home, so
Exactly.
They needed that too. They needed the content.
Because of that, yeah, my cousin Jelly, who lives like with me in my house, I asked him, I'm like, yo, are you down to record a 1v1 video on YouTube during the pandemic era? So, like technically, I blew up on TikTok my first video, but my YouTube journey started before that viral video. It started during the pandemic when I asked my cousin Jelly, yo, let's have this 1v1 video. Let's try this 1v1 video in the backyard. And what I did is I took this little tripod that I had, because I didn't have a big tripod. No tools, I had no equipment. And that's why like I tell everybody, like, you don't need much at all to blow up on any type of platform. All you need is a phone, a camera, and something to put it on. Because what I did is I took this little, probably like about this size of a tripod, put it on the fence, and I taped it. Because I had nobody to hold it. I needed an angle that showed the whole court. So that's how I recorded my first video. I taped it on the fence and just told my cousin, yo, let's record this 1v1. And that's how I started, you know, during the pandemic.
And you edit your own videos on your own phone or on PC?
Everything's on iMovie. I don't use no advanced like editing platform. I use only iMovie on Apple Mac, and it's free. Everything that you've seen so far, every type of content was done through iMovie. There's some effects that I do on CapCut now, like some cool effects that I like to use. But most, like the first 3.5 years, was all like iMovie.
So do you enjoy that part of the work, you know, editing, the editing part? Because a lot of YouTubers, to free up your time, they outsource the editing, which is something I'm trying to find. I'm working with 2 editors now to try to free up the time so I can just go out and do more videos.
Yeah.
Because the editing, to be honest with you, my real job has suffered quite a bit because of editing.
Right.
Because it takes so much time to do the long videos form that I do. That is frustrating. So that's why I'm looking to outsource. Have you thought about that?
Never. I like keeping my content as authentic to me as possible, because most of what I do, most of what everybody sees like on every video that I do, it's all like, I think about it in the moment, or while I'm editing, I add this little effect that I didn't even think about. Like, everything is just so spontaneous. Like, when I'm recording, I could have a script out, or I could write a script, and I think it's like, all right, I'm gonna keep it like this way. But while I'm recording, I think about, oh, I could do this instead, or I could say this instead. So if I try to ask somebody to edit it, they're not gonna know, because everything is coming as I go.
And sometimes you have those special videos that and a lot of them you kind of know what you want to get at the end, right? So it's
funny you say that.
It's gonna take you time to project that to someone else. Let me ask you, at which point, how many years into it? I know you started 2020. How many videos, like do you remember, when did you know you were going to make it?
Yeah. So I did tell you that I started off on TikTok with the Caja season video that blew up on TikTok, and that showed me that I had a chance to, really pursue this. But the day or the time that I knew I could officially make it and do something out of this was when I made this one video, a freeze tag video. So as a kid, we used to always play free tag as a kid, and what I did is I mixed a childhood memory. Again, I say relatable stuff does crazy numbers on social media. So I took freeze tag, a game that a lot of people play as children, took a song. It was a song called Sweet Victory. You probably heard it on SpongeBob, this one SpongeBob movie episode.
And you did play a lot of video games, actually.
Oh yeah, I play every day, every single day. All right, so yeah, what I did is this was the video that really just showed me that I could blow up. But what I did is I wrote the second of the parts of the song. Like, let's say there's a lyric, Sweet Victory, yeah, at 9:13 seconds, whatever. I gotta. Recover. Yeah, so I put like at 9 to 13 seconds, I gotta run from this corner. I gotta jump here. I gotta get stuck here. I gotta touch the person, whatever. Like everything was written down to the T for this video, and yeah, this video that I did, this freeze tag video, it went crazy. Everybody posted. I had SportsCenter post. I had ESPN posted. SportsCenter. All these different sports channels all reached out to me, and that's when I knew like I could make something out of this. And it kind of helped me.
So you had the creativity.
Yeah, and this video here, the Sweet Victory video, or the freestyle video, it helped me branch out from the Hispanic side. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, I did the Hispanic content from 2020 to 2022. And on
the same channel, or did you change channel?
All on the same channel. So
wow.
I had like two phases on this Collado TV channel. I did Hispanic content from 2020 to 2022 on TikTok.
Mostly Dominican.
Yeah. And it got to the point where like I was losing ideas. I lost every relatable thing I did. So I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do now? Like I said, I started off on YouTube with that 1v1 video with my cousin on the backyard. I always wanted to do basketball.
But then you abandoned YouTube for a while, right?
Yeah, to do Hispanic content, because that was the video, that was what got me into it. That got me the ticket in to the algorithm and to people to actually see me. But the whole entire time, I've always wanted to do basketball content, truly. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to show, because that's my true passion. So doing Hispanic content was hard, because I couldn't really express my love for basketball through Hispanic content. But this video here, what it did was it helped me branch out into the English audience. And it kind of gave me the motivation to start posting basketball content again, but on the short side, like the short form side. So, like I said, my Hispanic content got stale a little bit. There was a point in time where I was getting no videos out. Because I lost all the ideas, like all that passion, because I did everything with Hispanic content, or I thought I did everything. So I'm like, dang, okay, this helped me branch out. Let me try basketball. So I took my cousin Argenis. We went to the backyard. I'm like, yo, let's make this real corny joke saying, oh, because in basketball, when you do a really nice move, like you cross somebody up and like they fall or whatever, that's called cooking somebody, or like I cooked you. So I'm like, yo, let's make a video where I say I'm gonna cook you, and I literally like season your ankles, and after I do a move, you fall, So that's what we did. I got Goya. I got some Goya sazon, and I sprinkled it on his shoes. So dumb. It was such a dumb video. I sprinkled it on his shoes, and after I sprinkled it, like his ankles like broke, he fell, and I made the layup after that. But
yeah, we're showing that video right now.
Yeah. I'm about cooking, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno.
And because SportsCenter posted it, because ESPN posted it, I'm like, wait, I got a chance to do something right here.
Yeah.
So
ESPN, did they call you before they posted?
So what they do is they send you a message on Instagram and they're like, oh, do you own the rights to this video? If you do, we would like to post it. So when I got that message, I started going crazy. Like I was running around the house. I was yelling at my mom. I was texting all my friends like, yo,
Hey!
ESPN Sports Center wants to post my video, and like dream fucking come
Somebody
true.
should have a phone recording. That would have been a viral video too.
Yeah. You know, but like it was such a surreal moment. It was such a surreal moment because again, we talked about it. I wanted to make the NBA, so part of being the NBA is being on SportsCenter, having your top plays on SportsCenter. So I'm like, I basically made it. It's the like I made it onto this platform I always wanted to make it on. So.
Was there one YouTuber that inspired you in some way? That any other people that do similar stuff that you kind of got inspired from, or that you identify with?
I'd say there's this one creator called Dash XP that I really looked up to. Ryan Higa. He used to make like funny videos like how to be ninja, how to be gangster, stuff like that. And a channel called Smosh that I used to really like. They used to do like Pokemon in real life, like just all types of just different culture or just different pop culture videos in one. But yeah, those were the three creators that really like inspired me. But nowadays,
So which one would be the number one that you would like to do, like collaborate with or do anything together?
You know, never really thought about that, honestly, because I'm so focused on what I want to do and like I really focus on the type of content that I make and how can I perfect my content that I don't really think about.
You feel pretty happy where you are right now, and that's great. When you feel great about what you're doing, there was a lot of struggles in your life, and you made it to this point. What advice would you give young Dominicans who are watching, or any creator that is watching or they know you, if they want to do content creation that maybe you wish you would have known before, or that could help someone starting out?
Just be you, honestly. Like just be as authentic and as weird as you can be. You know, don't try to be perfect. Don't try to portray this certain image. Just post what you like, post what you know you love and enjoy, and everything will come afterwards. Like don't worry about the views, don't worry about the numbers, because that's only gonna just stress you out. Just focus on how you could better your content. Focus on what you enjoy, what you have fun with, and like just keep on doing that. You know, don't worry about the outside noise because people are gonna talk. But yeah, like don't let anybody like try to discourage you. Because I've had people try to discourage me, saying, "Oh, what you're doing is not gonna work. It's very far."
Really?
Yeah, I've had people say that. I've had comments say that. But you know, I don't listen to that at all. I don't care.
So when do they say that? You know, when did people say, "Oh, what you're doing is not gonna work"? Was it online, or was it people you know?
It was mostly online. Yeah.
Okay.
Because everybody around me showed me so much love. Like I can't even. My mom, my parents, my family, like my cousins, everybody encouraged me to the fullest. So like, it's not even from that, but just people online could be mean. You know, people will put bad comments, but just turn off the phone. You know, just worry about you, worry about what you like, and like everything else is gonna come afterwards.
What is something that people can know about yourself, about you, that if you could share something that people don't know about you? Or two?
Oh, that's one thing. I don't really have like a social life like that for real. Like obviously I go out. Like that's what I say. Like it's ironic how I'm a social media influencer, but like I'm a homebody. You know, I stay home like most of the time. I make my videos. You know, I play my basketball, but you know that's really it. My life's pretty boring. You know, I just go to the gym, work out, play basketball, hang out with my friends.
There's not somebody besides your mom that you go and cry to sometimes?
Nah. All me. You know? I cry to my basketball. That's what I do. I cry to my basketball.
Well, ladies, he's still single.
After that video, like I started doing so much more. Like I'ma sauce you. I put sauce on.
So once you did that, it's like the whole thing opened up. Now you had a lot of content.
Yes, because basketball is my true passion. I could talk about basketball for hours, for days, for like centuries, whatever. Like I could talk about basketball, think about basketball forever.
You
So-
would have been totally happy playing basketball,
For sure.
NBA.
Oh my God. Oh, and with the money they make too?
I thought you didn't care about the money.
Shit, about millions though?
Well, thank you, Adrian, for taking the time for being with us. I enjoyed this conversation. Can you promise to come back in a few years? Maybe you up in 5 million subs.
I promise.
When is the next? What is the next YouTube play button?
10 million.
10 million.
And it's the diamond play button.
All right, so we'll see you in 3-5 years.
Shit, we'll see, hopefully.
Thank you everyone for watching this first episode of the podcast Real Talk with Juan de Dios and Juan de Dios en la Tierra, nature, culture, and people. Don't forget, if you speak Spanish and you want to watch our other contents in Spanish, go to @Juan de Dios en la Tierra in YouTube. And don't forget to visit the channel for Collado TV, Adrian Collado here, in Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Take care.
I put in so much work just for this amount of views, but like last week I posted a video that took only 20 minutes and it got 11 million. I can't solve. Nah, keep this in. God is the only person, is the only being, what entity, whatever you believe in. That's the only thing that you know that.
That's another blooper. Are we gonna allow bloopers on this video?
Yeah, we can do that.
It's about comedy, your videos anyway.
Yeah.
But in your case, it kind of took off pretty fast, right? So you didn't have to go through a lot of anxiety about that.
Right. Repeat the question like one more time. Like, what are you asking me right now?
I forgot. Another blooper. No.
Which, you know, wasn't, you know, yeah, we start that my fault. I'm all over the place. We start that.
Have a little coffee.
Yeah, that's it. A little bit. You know?
Maybe you needed other coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for. Thank you for.
No way, we're both in there.
I'm trying to. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us today, and good luck, and see you in a few years.
That's having you. Or
I didn't have you.
retry.